Hello everyone, I am Crawlers and this is another episode of Ridiculous Loadout. It's a series I started way back when in Battlefield 3 and by now you should all probably know that the series is basically where I whore myself out for cheap views, basically running a suggested loadout from one of the comments below while trying not to make too much of an ass of myself in the process. Well, this time we have something cool. A real specific loadout recommended by Jaskarn Atwal, called the Stealth Shiz, which consists of M416 with suppressor, any medium range scope, bipod or potato grip, shotgun, defib paddles, M26 mass, and smoke grenades. Oh, and offensive field upgrade, and any knife. Now, I assume the shotty meant the shorty 12 gauge, which I gotta say is just a hilarious sidearm. I mean, it's awesome in every way, and the fact that DICE broke the shotgun, the buckshot notwithstanding, it's a lot of fun to use. And I kind of ran a similar setup last time. I ran 4-shotty YOLO strats kit, and also with the shorty and the M26 mass. And I erroneously noted that the last time I ran it, the shorty won't aim down sight. Well, that kind of was a half-truth. Turns out the shorty will aim down sight when it has something other than iron sights installed. You still can't swim with it though. Now, I very much wanted to use the potato grip for the M416 because mostly I wondered if it will go well with fried onions. But the problem is that it's unlocked only through a battle pack, and while I did get an M416 battle pack, it was of course the wrong one. So I decided to use the bipod, which was also an option for this kit. But really I didn't get the benefit from the bipod because it only works if you deploy it, obviously, and I deployed it maybe like once in the whole game. So, you know, the potato grip would have been a lot more beneficial, obviously, for this setup, of course, reducing the automatic fire kick by 15%. Now, Jaskarn Atwal, and sorry if I butchered your name completely here, he also said this class is more of a Spec Ops, stealthy class. The suppressor makes you invisible, and the smoke makes it so people can't detect you easily. And 2 shotguns because YOLO. Well, here's the thing. 2 shotguns might be YOLO, but you're kind of mixing the throw element with the tactical kit here, I think. First of all, you don't really need 2 shotguns, and secondly, some medpacks would be really nice. Although I have to say, the smoke grenades were a nice tactical element. You know, the smoke creates a good distraction, and well, it will come in handy in several situations, like if you want to cross the street without dying, or revive someone and you're not sure if you will get gunned down, or even, you know, retreat or advance into the enemy without them seeing you and pop out of the smoke all Rambo and right in their surprised faces. The downside here, of course, is that you have no throwable explosives, and I forgot that sometimes, and I threw the smoke grenade at people and basically wondered why nothing happened. Alright, so let's get into the actual stats here. Now, the M416 in Battlefield 4 has virtually identical stats to the M416 in Battlefield 3. Its max damage is 25 at 8 meters, which falls off to 18 damage at 55 meters. It has a 750 RPM rate of fire and 2 firing modes, full and semi-auto. It has a healthy 600 meters a second muzzle velocity, but the problem here is that, of course, the silencer cuts into this muzzle velocity and cuts it down to 320 meters a second, which becomes a problem because now you have to lead the target more, as bullets won't reach it as quickly downrange. And also, the slower bullets now will have more of a drop over distance, which means that you will also have to anticipate that and aim a bit higher, quite a bit higher over distance. Now, the normal bullet drop for the stock M416 is 15 meters per second, which simply means that the bullet will drop 15 meters a second faster every second that it flies, which is incidentally a variable that DICE created, of course, for simplicity's sake, as I mentioned in my rocket launcher tutorial on in the other video. On Earth, everything has the same gravitational acceleration, namely 9.81 meters per second, and DICE just used a variable to model any projectile's flight path. It doesn't actually mean anything in the real world outside the game. Now, the silencers or the suppressors maybe only benefit is that it will keep you off the minimap when you are firing, and you will be very quiet, and even when firing right next to enemies. It will, however, increase the hip fire spread slightly, that is by 17%, and well, this could be countered by using a laser sight in conjunction with the silencer, but then of course you'd have to keep that in mind, that the laser will only help you would only help you if it's turned on, and only in hip fire, of course, so not aiming down sight. Which, speaking of sights, the iron sights on this gun suck. There's way too much metal in the way, and the target is hard to get a bead on through the tiny opening. And no, that's not what she said. Now, I am running an American ACOG scope, as I could have my choice of any medium range scope, but it was, it was the only one I had unlocked at the time, and it made more sense than a Russian scope on this gun. But I gotta tell you, I actually dislike the medium range scopes on assault rifles. Probably because when zoomed into the 4x magnification, the vertical recoil seems like it is greater than usual, because it takes a lot more magnification, and you see the kick multiplied 4 times. Also, it takes up a lot of the screen when hip firing, and that is just not good for anything. Now, the M416, by the way, starts off like most other assault rifles with 1 mag in the gun, and with one mag in the gun of 30 plus 1 rounds in the chamber, and 4 mags in the pouch. It has a moderate first shot multiplier of 2.2, which simply means that its vertical kick of 0.32 will be multiplied by 2.2 on the first shot, and then the 0.32 kick will be kicked by each consecutive shot that it fires. And it also has the fastest reload time of any assault rifle, clocking in at 1.85 seconds for the short reload and 2.4 seconds for the long reload, meaning that there isn't a round left in the chamber when you reload. So overall, it's a fun gun to use, and the shorty makes a nice complement as a sidearm because, well, its stopping power cannot be beat, and it's just generally fun. Although it holds only 3 rounds at a time, but I mean, who cares about, who cares? It's just a lot of fun to use. And, the noise you make when you shoot the shotty, it just doesn't matter because then you are right face to face with the enemy, by that time it shouldn't really bother you. And for the complete shorty stats, please see my previous loadout video, and YOLO! So thanks for watching. Please rate, share this video because it helps my channel grow. And remember, in Soviet Russia, YouTube subscribes you.